working on the outside, that's the part we want to work on. We want to emphasize this one hand, okay? One hand is doing it. This hand goes here, and it's going to Aiki it here so it gets palmed down and into the perpendicular. So, boom, Aiki it here, pop. Will not come off, find it again. Aiki it here, boom. This is show head. Do it one hand, but we're doing it two hand. But it's the same. Boom, so you're still gonna do the same at here. So you never lose the knife. You're always on the knife. Okay? Boom. And you would wait for that. Technically, you'd wait for that opening. So he feels the block, and maybe he comes up. You see? He feels the block, pop, pop, comes up. Well, you follow the up, and that's where the disarm would be, okay? Okay. Boom. He can't get it there, so he comes around. Or you follow his arm, comes around, pop. Okay, just drilling though, you're focusing on this hand. He's not coming up. I'm doing it to his hand. Oh, you're on the other hand. But this hand is the key hand. This hand stays on. Stays on. Okay, on, stay on, that's what you're drilling, go. Okay, so as you're working this basic, boom, you still have your mai, so you don't want to do this in here. Okay, he's gonna punch me with the other hand, he's gonna shove me backwards. Or you can do a knife pass. So when I in tight like this, you'll grab it with his other hand, and then I don't have the knife, and he stabs me with the other hand. Okay? Or you could have two knives and he stabs me with the other knife. So you still, your mai is still weapon range. All his weapons. Okay, so I'm not gonna move over here where he can punch me, or stab me, or knife pass. So I'm always at the distance of those weapons. Secondly, I'm always taking his balance, so it's not here and he's standing straight up. So I have to do the same movement, but I have to take his balance. Take his balance. Which way? Oh, I can only use those two kazushi patterns, front inward or back outward. So that here I go, back outward. Right? Boom, back outward. Boom, check. Back outward, it's going to be your put ahead. Back outward this way. We have to take balance. When you're taking this balance, and you're not pulling or pulling, you're doing your non-contestation. So the knife is leading into the movement. With my non-contestation. Lead it. Kazushi center, into the center, into the center. Even when it's tight, you still have to have the center. It doesn't change until out. you work on this part, do it with all of this stuff. Then, then, still here. Hold on. And then that's where the disarm happens. Because what you're doing is you're setting up a dilemma. Dude, do you want to hold your weapon or do you want to hold your balance? Okay, that's his dilemma. So I have his balance. Let's say I don't have his balance, you see, and I try to get his weapon. He can move any old way to stop the prying. Do you get it? Yes, you see. So look how it wants to go this way. Do you see that? If you move around this way, that's no longer the right angle. If it goes around, there it goes. Okay? So, but here, I have his balance, and he has to move that way. If he stops moving, you're going to. So you're moving to keep his balance, and that allows me to take the knife. I want to set the dilemma up. Okay, here we go. Okay, so again, we had the basic, boom, pop, basic, turned it to its extreme, pry it out at a right angle. I can use different parts of my body to do the prying, etc. Then we moved a little bit more advanced. We pay attention to the eye adhesion. Pay attention to the eye adhesion. Right here. So you're not coming off the weapon. That won't be how you use it. That will not be how you find a disarm. Okay? Then the tendency is the knife will preoccupy you, it fetters your mind. You come around here and you fight like this, okay? But then it punches you or stabs you or something else happens with the other arm, or even knife passes because you're over here fucking around with that thing, okay? Remember that you're fighting the archer and not the arrow, okay? So you still have all your Aikido strategy and tactics. Kazushi, center connection, and setting up Jiu-jitsu dilemmas. That's all you're doing, okay? Because worst case, let's say I get there, and I couldn't get it, I'll fucking pop him in the face. It's fine. Alright? I can't get it, boom, and I just hit. Fuck the knife. Fuck the knife. Boom, pop, boom. Then I'll find the disarm down here. There's plenty of things to work on. What you have to work on in the drill is don't let the knife preoccupy you. Don't let the knife fetter your mind. Movement is free. And that's going to come into issue because now what we're going to do is start shrinking things. First thing to realize is you start shrinking things, the right angle at any vector to the outward vector will suffice. I don't have to go all the way and complete the grip to its most compromised position. You can do it right here. So if I can do it right here, then I can do it in any one. I can do it here, 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 do it here, do it here, do it here, do it here. Do you get it? Okay. So as I'm trying to shrink these things in my drill, I'm going to be closer. Now don't step out like that. Just bring the hand there, and the hand comes there. Boom, and I go, boom. And I can move, but I won't move a lot. In other words, I'm not going to traverse the mat like you were doing. A small movement. But you'll see I keep contact. Keep contact. Keep contact. he can deal with his body by being on the zone of sanctuary. He can deal with his body with being with the temi. You can deal with his body by moving, right? So pop, come out, come out there. It doesn't matter. But it's small. Smaller. Okay, try. Okay, so this drill is to make sure that you're not getting stuck on the knife. Okay, so I'm going to be small. I have this body, and I'm going into a technique. You could do any technique. Okay, it doesn't matter. So. It's where you can get you. So the first one, you came through. The second one, he stayed still. You see? If you stay still, you're going to be open to what? You're going to be open to strike. So you can go slow, you don't want to see you go slow. There you go. You miss the knife. That's the point, that the knife isn't taking my attention, not drawing my attention. So you have, let's say you could look at it this way. I'm trying to make my technique small, take the knife out. Okay, he has his hand, and I'm trying to make my technique happen in that amount of time. Trying to make my disarm happen in that amount of time.